You can't solve your financial problems with the same kind of thinking that caused them. These words will change your reality because poverty can't survive in a dough chaser's mentality.
The beat majors.
So to all my dough chasers, it's time to get this party started now.
I like it.
With your host, Jason White. You can't solve your financial problems with the same kind of thinking that caused them. These words will change your reality because poverty can't survive in a dough chaser's mentality.
The beat majors.
So to all my dough chasers, it's time to get this party started now.
I like it.
With your host, Jason White.
Yo, what's up, dough chasers? This is your host, the one and only Jason White. I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. It is 9:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are here. Committed, down for the cause. We are talking about finances, and our subject tonight is why you're living paycheck to paycheck. For those of you who joined me last night, I want to apologize. I was not prepared. My camera, the battery died on me. I was recording all day yesterday, and that was my bad. So I apologize, okay? However, we're going to finish the subject. We're going to talk about why you're living paycheck to paycheck. And those of you who are with me, I need your opinion, okay? I need you to share with me particular reasons why people live paycheck to paycheck. And I'm going to give you my insight on the whole situation and what you can do to stop living this cycle. A lot of times, one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of the people that we deal with when it comes to improving their credit or helping them fix the finances, whatever the situation may be, they all have this particular mindset about their situation that needs to be crushed. And, you may be one of these people who are suffering from this particular mindset. And if you can crush this mindset, you're going to be able to, stop living a paycheck to paycheck lifestyle and begin to transcend financially and live a more comfortable lifestyle where you are seeing your standard of living improve. Okay. So if you're new to the channel, let me know who you are, where you're from. I would love to know who I'm talking to this evening. But we are going to get started, and we're going to be talking about why you're living paycheck to paycheck. First and foremost, let me tell you about some things that's going on. This is our 20th episode. Sweet. We dealt with a little adversity. AT&T was playing me on the internet, and we went a week without broadcasting Dough Chaser TV. And I finally got some fast internet. And then I had to get a new camera because the camera that I had kept on timing out on me. And dealing with adversity, but we're still here, and I'm excited to share information with you all. So the kind of person that I deal with is someone who is looking to reach a goal. They're looking to buy a home. They're looking to buy a car. They're looking to refinance a bad loan, or they're looking to fix a financial situation, right? And they're looking to us to help them along the path so we can make their lives easier, okay? Make the journey easier. However, there are times where we're able to help them reach particular goals because their perspective is a little off, okay? For example, from time to time, we lose clients because they are expecting miracles to happen when it comes to their credit repair success. They're expecting us to delete everything within 45 days, right? And I'm one of those people where I like to be brutally honest with people. I don't want to sell you a dream. I'm going to let you know, hey, you're not going to get the results that you want in 45 days, okay? You may not get them in 3 months. However, if you commit to the program and you allow us to be great and you do everything that you need to do, within 6 months, you're going to see a dramatic change with your credit. And up to a year, that change is going to be even more dramatic, okay? Now, depending on the situation, there are times where, people can see crazy increases within the first 45 days. But I don't want to sell you a dream. It's rare, right? In order for you to get the results that you want from any credit repair program or even working on your own credit report, it's going to take some time because at the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed. It takes strategy when it comes to repairing your credit, and it also takes an effort on your part. So people will, send us mean emails calling us a scam. They will write bad reviews saying that, we promised them something and it didn't happen, which isn't true, by the way. But they will react and they will respond to our program based off of their false expectation. And they expect us to remove negatives off the credit report like that. And unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. It took you years to get in this poor predicament. Why do you think it's going to take you overnight to get out of it? Right? Now, we're going to use our strategies and all that good stuff to help you to quicken the process. However, if you want to truly transform your credit and transcend financially, there's some things that you have to do, okay? And this goes neck to neck, hand to hand to the actual paycheck to paycheck lifestyle because it's based off of perspective. So really quick, give me some reasons why people live paycheck to paycheck. Why do you think people live paycheck to paycheck? And this conversation was actually started in the office yesterday. One of our team champions, Letitia, I wrote something on the board and she kind of misinterpreted. However, she started a very intriguing conversation on people living paycheck to paycheck. And the conversation initially started off as why budgeting sucks, okay? And it wasn't necessarily, why people can't budget, but it was, some kind of interesting topic that I was coming up with myself. But she interpreted it as, why people can't stick to a budget. And I have some of those reasons, and let me know if you agree, okay? I don't necessarily agree with them. However, people she was communicating with shared this, and I want to know what you think. Let me see here. In the meantime, let me know who you are and where you're from. We are operating on 2 systems right now. We're on Facebook, and we're also on YouTube. So shout out to my YouTube family. Right now, I cannot see your comments, but I promise you, as soon as I go through this list of responses, I will communicate with you all. But in the meantime, let me share with me some reasons why you think people live paycheck to paycheck. All right. So one of the reasons that was shared with her is sometimes people are short on funds. Okay. So do you believe people live paycheck to paycheck because they don't have enough money? Okay. That's one person. They said that people are short on funds, not enough income. Okay. Rent is too expensive. Let me see. Emergencies come up and, people aren't able to stick to them. People don't make enough money. Let me see. The more you make, the more you spend. All right. Let me see what we got here. I'm trying to find something interesting. All right, let me look at some of your reasons. All right. We got Erica from Dallas on Facebook. How you doing? We got Charles from Chicago on Facebook. Erica from Texas. How you doing? Asia said not enough budgeting. Okay. Ty said the more money you make, the more bills you accumulate. Okay, bars. Let me see. Erica said the unexpected appears. And Charles said living beyond your means. Okay, I like those reasons. I appreciate that. Give me some more reasons why people live paycheck to paycheck. Let me see what what YouTube is talking about. Sorry, y'all, man, I'm all over the place today. Let me see. So I've been working a lot on our academy, Transcend Financial Academy. For those of you who are a part of the program, shout out to you. But we're working on the Black Letters program, and the goal is to help you get a better understanding of what is preventing your success and how you can fix that situation and begin to elevate your finances by really pinpointing on a few areas. But YouTube, we got Cliff Peters, we got Muriel, how you doing? We got Jessie. She said, spend too much money on stupid things they don't need. Got to be more smart about it. I learned the hard way. Okay, I appreciate that. We got Jamie from South Carolina, Jesse from Georgia, Cliff Peters from Los Angeles, Marlon Mitchell. I appreciate that, Marlon. We got Jamie Murphy. She said, people got to have patience. Let me see here. We have a lack of salary, overspending, a lack of education. Okay, I can appreciate that. They spend too much on other things. Jamie said gambling. Yeah, there's some people who got gambling issues out there. And then Virtuously Right said not enough money managing the money you have. Okay, so I appreciate that. Here's my 2 cents. The biggest reason why people live paycheck to paycheck is due to the fact that they are not living their wage, okay? They're not willing to make that sacrifice, okay? Everybody feels like they need everything everybody else has, right? And that ultimately comes down to people trying to keep up with the Joneses, okay? So me, I got a luxury car, right? I got a Nike outfit on. I got some, what are these? Got some Ray-Bans, right? I got a Walmart ring. I got some Adidas on, right? And somebody will see me and they will say, you know what? I deserve to have everything Jason has. And they will go blow their check on what I got, right? Because they're trying to keep up with my image. Or I will see someone and say, someone who has a better lifestyle than myself, and I will say, you know what? I deserve all of that too. I'm about to go out here and purchase that because I worked my ass off and I feel like, I should be living the same life my man is living, right? So the first issue is we have a bad problem of comparing ourselves, comparing our success, whatever you want to call it, to other people, right? And the downside of comparing yourself to other people is, one, you're not at the point, you're not where they are in their story, right? And then two, by you comparing yourself to that, it's going to be depressing. And then you're going to try to do something to elevate yourself to that level through using your income, right? And because people are trying to keep up with the Joneses, they're not acting their true wage, they end up buying all of these extra things to uphold that image, like they got it, right? And, I got me this Apple Watch, right? I can assure you that someone has seen me, maybe at the barbershop, maybe at the mall, maybe on one of my live feeds. They saw my watch and said, you know what, Jason got a nice watch. I deserve that watch. And they will go blow their paycheck on getting this watch so they can show people that they got it too, right? And the problem is the fact that you're keeping up with the Joneses, you're not truly acting your wage, you are living paycheck to paycheck. Jason, what do you mean? Okay, so you have a budget, right? And your budget explains your income and your expenses. But the thing is, you are not able to save money. You're not able to eliminate debt. You're not able to build a peace of mind because you're constantly paying all these bills and doing all these things, trying to keep up with people. You're not able to actually focus on what matters. And because so, you're stuck in this cycle of always catching up, right? And the thing is, you may be at a point where you can't afford to, get a Nike outfit. You may not afford to have cable. You may not be able to afford to have a new laptop. But due to you not being able to make that true sacrifice and act your wage, and focus on what matters the most, you're trying to keep up with the image. And because you're trying to keep up with the image and have everything that everybody else has, you're stuck in this paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. And I feel like if we focus more on what matters most, instead of trying to uphold an image and try to have everything that everybody else has, maybe we can save some money. Maybe we can eliminate some debt, right? How many of you this past Christmas went all out just so your kids wouldn't look at you, a certain way? You basically are trying to impress your kids, right? A lot of people. Let me see. Muriel said eating out every day. What's up, Keith? How you doing? Let me see what we got on Facebook. All right. So if you're watching this, let me know who you are, where you're from. My point on this is everybody is trying to uphold an image. They're trying to have all of the latest that everyone else has. And because so they're stuck in this lifestyle where they're living paycheck to paycheck, trying to uphold this image instead of focusing on what truly matters, okay? You may be at a point where, you know what? You can't get the latest iPhone this year. How about you hold on to the phone that you had last year another year and use that money instead of buying another phone? How would you use that money to build an emergency fund? Did you know about 80% of the people in America have less than $1,000 inside of their saving account? Why? Because the money that they could be using to save, to build an emergency fund, they're spending it on having cable. They're spending it on their phone bill, right? They're wasting all of this money trying to uphold this image like they got it, and they're not focusing on what truly matters, okay? And when I say they, I mean you. I mean me. We all suffer from this, and we need to really pinpoint on what truly matters. We just went, not necessarily everybody went through this, but we all just witnessed something very unfortunate in America that happened. People went without a paycheck. And 85% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Imagine if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're almost behind on all your bills, and you go without 2 paychecks. What do you think is going to happen to your financial life? What do you think is going to happen to your finances? Shit is going to get real bad. And a lot of people are focusing on maintaining these materialistic things, maintaining things that don't matter, to uphold an image or to validate themselves. Make the sacrifice. If you're not willing to make the sacrifice for what it is you want, what you want will be the sacrifice. Lexus says she didn't buy her kids anything. I feel you. She said, but if you save all this money and not enjoy the fruits of your labor is in vain. If you die before you use it, just my thoughts. So let's talk about that. She said, if you save all of your money and don't enjoy the fruits of your labor, it's all in vain. Okay, so think about it being in vain, right? What's truly in vain is the fact that you're working your ass off, but you don't have anything to show for it but a new phone. You're working your ass off, and you have all the latest gadgets. You have a nice TV package, but you go through an emergency, and you can't even take care of yourself. In my opinion, what matters most is that you establish that emergency fund first. Focus on what matters first, because you're working your ass off. You deserve to have some kind of peace of mind. And we would rather have the materialistic things versus a true peace of mind. And that's our sacrifice. So, I get it. You feel like you work your butt off. You deserve to have a little fun. However, I feel like you working your ass off so much, you deserve to have a peace of mind more. And the thing is, a lot of people are not willing to make that temporary. It's a temporary sacrifice. You got to sacrifice for 6 months. Make a sacrifice for 6 months, okay? Or maybe a year. Make a sacrifice for 6 months to a year. Establish yourself. Build that foundation. And then once you have that foundation, once all of that is taken care of, you got your emergency fund, you got your insurances, your credit is looking good, by all means, go do what you want. You're going to live until you're 85. You know, out of those 85 years, commit 1 year to building your foundation. How about that? And I feel like we look at it the wrong way. When we, I deal with a lot of people, and I hear a lot of sad stories. Jason, I've been working at this job for 30 years, and I don't have anything to show for it. Every year we took a vacation. Every year I gave my children great Christmases. I'm there for my family when they need me. However, I'm at a point where I'm facing retirement, or I had this emergency, my basement flooded, and I don't have the money to fix the issue. I blew all my money on all these materialistic things. That's a problem. And I feel like, yes, Jason, I don't make enough money. Okay, you don't make enough money. That means that you need to make a sacrifice in your bills. If you bring home $2,000, don't have $2,000 of expenses. You make enough money. You make exactly what you're supposed to be making right now. The thing is, you're trying to keep up with everybody else. You're trying to have everything everybody else is having instead of focusing on establishing yourself, building your foundation. Erica, I appreciate that. So Lexus said, but how much do you save? You save you save the amount that will give you the peace of mind, okay? For example, the federal workers who went through, going without a paycheck. What if they had 3 to 6 months of their paycheck set aside? Your finances are really, based on your personal opinion, okay? And there is no number that will tell you how much you need to set aside, because that's all based off of your perspective. But you need to build some kind of safety net that you feel comfortable with. If you only want 1 month of income, you feel like you can get a job or get more income within 1 month, then build that 1 month emergency fund, if that's what you feel that you need. However, you need some kind of safety net, because God forbid if something happens, you need to depend on yourself and not some outside source to come save you. So, to answer your question, how much do you need to save? If you want a recommendation, I would save at least 3 months of your income. Focus on saving 3 months of your income, okay? Have that safety net, have that peace of mind so that you can go to sleep. God forbid if something happen tomorrow, I can take care of it. God forbid if I got in a car accident, I can take care of this $500 deductible. A lot of people cannot do that. Let me see what we got here. If you're watching this, let me know who you are, where you're from, but let me know how you feel about that. Can you relate to what I'm saying? Do you have any opposition? What are your thoughts? At the end of the day, I want you all to do better, okay? And when I say do better, I'm talking about financially, okay? I'm talking about I want your credit to be better, right? God forbid if something were to happen, I want you to be able to have that leverage. If you want to make a move in your life, I want you to have that leverage, that credit that you can use to make a move. God forbid if you don't have the credit, you need to at least have that emergency fund, that peace of mind. I go to sleep real good at night knowing that, if something were to happen, low key, we straight. Now, we won't be straight for too long, but we're going to be straight for, a while. And that's because I was able to make that sacrifice to build up that emergency fund. And the thing is, a year ago, our emergency fund was depleted. And I had to stop everything that I was doing, all the fun that I was having, and I had to really focus on building that emergency fund up again. Because that's my peace of mind. My family deserves to have that safety net. And your family deserves it too. The thing is, are you realizing that you're not making the sacrifice to make it happen? Keith said, I'm guilty of all the above. You know, the first step to making a change is being real with yourself, right? Having that honest conversation, looking yourself in the mirror and just, tell yourself, you know what, I'm messing up. I can do way better than this, and I'm taking all of this for granted, right? Your greatest strength is to know your weakness. And when you understand that you're messing up and you have weaknesses, try to avoid those temptations. Focus on building that foundation. If you may have an emergency fund, but do you have good car insurance? Do you have life insurance? Do you have good credit? These are pieces of your These are pieces of your foundation that you need to solidify so that your family can have that peace of mind. God forbid if something happened to you, happened to the house, happened to the car, happened with anything, happened with your income, you have a safety net, you have insurances that will take care of you. Your foundation, without a strong foundation, everything you're building can fall apart. That's the quote of the day. Hey, I'm looking kind of thin. No, I'm just playing. All right. Hey, y'all, I've been eating real good lately. All right. So, yeah, I want you all to really think about that. It's very important that you really work on solidifying your foundation, focusing on building that peace of mind, making that temporary sacrifice to build what is important to you at the end of the day. Okay? You need that peace of mind. Without a strong foundation, what you're building can fall apart, okay? And it's important for you to really focus on that. Now, some of you know I own a financial improvement company called Witness Riches, and we provide credit repair services and also financial coaching, okay? If you're interested in learning more about our credit repair services, make a comment, say, hey, I'm interested, I want some more information. I will send you either more information if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, I will provide you the link to our website. You can learn more about our credit repair service. And I also have something called Transcend Financial Academy. This academy is my way to really educate you and provide you with strategies and solutions to help you fix your credit, boost your credit score, improve your finances, buy a home, build business credit, all that good stuff. That's what we're really focusing on this year, is providing you with the information and the tools to help you transcend financially, okay? So you can learn more about Transcend Financial Academy at transcendyourfinances.com. I will provide that information in the comment area and also the description of this video. But at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to challenge you all to do better, okay? Regardless of what your reasoning is of you living paycheck to paycheck, at the end of the day, you will not live paycheck to paycheck if you sacrifice some of those extra expenses that you had. Stop trying to keep up this image that you got it like that, because none of us really do, okay? Stop trying to keep up that image. Make the sacrifice. Focus on solidifying your foundation. If you got to sacrifice your cable, cut the cable, get Netflix, and use that extra money that you were paying for the cable to start building up your saving account. Make a sacrifice. All right. So I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. Again, my name is Jason White. Shout out to all of our clients on Facebook and YouTube. You are the real MVP. We appreciate the opportunity to serve you. At the end of the day, I'm just a regular human being. And for you all to put your trust in me and my organization, I truly appreciate that. So thank you for all of you who are on the fence. I'm going to prove myself to you. I'm going to prove our organization to you. You know, we're all about quality service. Sometimes we fall short. But at the end of the day, we keep it real, and we really do our best to try to fix, the mistakes that we make or the lack of great service that we don't provide, and we try to make it up to our clients who are disgruntled. And if you're on the fence, we're going to prove ourselves to you too. But thank you all. I appreciate you. This was another episode of Dough Chaser TV. I forgot to show them. And there we go. There are the logo and my name. All right. Thank you. It's time to go. Before I go, we may have a snowstorm tomorrow, or it's going to be like super cold, something like that. And depending on, if we get a level 3 or anything like that locally, that may impact our business hours and our, phone lines and all that good stuff. So if you're a client or if you're a part of our organization, watch out for those announcements. I will make those first thing in the morning if need be. If you don't get any announcements, business will continue as normal, okay? Thank you all. You have a wonderful evening. Again, my name is Jason White. I'm out. Peace.